today. From Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, it's Week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports. And the New England Patriots taking on Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Seattle Seahawks. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Russell Wilson leads out the Seattle Seahawks offense. The veteran Wilson, a third-round pick back in 2012.
And he's got to be feeling pretty good about his individual performance from last week's game. I mean, did throw 4 touchdown passes, so he's in sync with his receivers, and they're very confident. Did have 1 interception.
Yeah, 1 pick.
And
they lost.
Yeah, so no matter how many touchdowns he threw, if it comes in a loss, he's not going to be satisfied.
First carry now for Trey Sermon. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. This defense for the Patriots, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Christian Barmore with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. Anytime you sack Russell Wilson, that's a win for the defense. But to get him here on his opening drive of the ballgame, that's a really big win for that defense.
And the goal every week, keep him in the pocket. Don't let him get to the perimeter, because when he's in the open field, not only can he hurt you, but also you lose sight of receivers downfield, and they'll hurt you with big plays.
So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Mack. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. Now Jones. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
You definitely would like to hit on that one, because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing Jones. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. And a really unbelievable play there on 4th and long. First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Jones. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And the Patriots are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Alexander Madison, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The drive starts with a carry by Sermon. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now after the running play, we've got a man down. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 9 catches, 53 yards.
And that was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit. And this is a guy that defenses had better focus on.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They go play action with Wilson. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fade.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the gun, Sermon. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. To throw is Wilson. Checks it down to Sermon out of the backfield. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And he'll go out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Had to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's Mack to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. On 3rd down, Jones. A man over the middle, and it's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 43. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that?
Mack gets hit and the ball is free. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. And now before the ball changes, we're going to take a look at this just a minute.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Looking to throw. Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Dwayne Eskridge, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the scores. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And it's good to make it 14-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a New England touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd and a couple. Jones. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. 85 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Now Jones throwing on 1st down, escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure, and here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
Lockett the return.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again. In 2nd quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jones. And this one is incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Jones to throw on 3rd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Second and 4.
Here we go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And he will have a Patriots first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
They go play action here on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
The secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Jones now on first down, looking for the end zone.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively, and it'll bring up second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Jones going down the middle, and it's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 12-yard line. Flushed out right. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. So here are the Patriots to take over. They were winners a week ago against Buffalo, and they lead here with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. Going to throw right side here. Complete. That catch good for only a couple. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. They'll run the screen with Mack. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On 2nd down, this is Madison. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now Jones throwing on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down, Jones. And he comes back with one complete.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. There's that man again. It's complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Back to throw. Jones. Eluding the pressure. Under pressure. Down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Marcus Davenport in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. And a play like that, with how far he had to go to make that sack, shows how athletic defensive ends have become in the NFL.
And not just athletic, this is coached in a big way. Run to the football at all times. How about him never giving up on it?
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Patriots take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Point after, up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Lockett the return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, check back, back 6. Good, good.
There's Wilson to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
To throw again is Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 2nd and 2. That's a jet sweep into the hands of Metcalf. Now in Foxborough, and that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. They set up the screen for Sermon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That catch good for only a couple. Throwing again on second down. Wilson. He'll find Sermon out of the backfield. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Well, the Patriot offense back out, getting set to go. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Staying on the ground with Mack. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. And even 100 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Here's Madison running on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there for the Patriots.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Off play action. Jones. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Back to throw again. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson is complete to Lockett.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Again, Wilson.
A quick target here, complete to Metcalf.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 39. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 20-yard line. Flush to his right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. Looking to throw. Jones. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. You see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That'll be complete to Sermon. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Now Wilson on 1st down. Drops this one down to Sermon. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. One last shot for Wilson. One last shot at the end zone. That went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take